We didn't see these guns. These are the British Lee Metfords. Look at the length of that gun when it's got its bayonet on compared to the little Boer Mauser. I'm hearing some fantastic sounds. This is one of the best museums we've been to. In fact, we're going to find out. This is a carbine, a Mauser carbine. The Mauser rifle is longer. We can see the much longer there, but it still doesn't have the stretch that the English rifle does when that bayonet, that deadly bayonet, the steel that was so horrific to the Boers and sent shivers and fear down the Boer spine, was when they heard the sound of the bayonets being attached. There's that little spider. Hello, little wall spider or wolf spider. Hello. How you going? Hello. Franz David Oder. Oh, he's a war artist. Captured some of the scenes. Oh, here's the Padre, the good Padre. He was served in World War I by the look at civilian chaplain. Kimberley Reeve column. So let's bear in mind why this was going on. They're on their way to relieve Kimberley because there was word that Cecil John Rhodes sent out word to the British, if you don't relieve us quick, we're going to give the Boers the diamond mines. This yellow wood table belonged to Commandant Johannes Bolman and his wife Henrietta of the farm Magersfontein district, Philippolis. During the War, Mrs. Bullman and her family were sent to a refugee camp at Orange River. The house was burnt down by British troops, and this table was one of the few pieces of furniture that was rescued. How's that, eh? That's all you got left from your house is a freaking table. And he's of a Royal Army, the doctor who made up a concentrated solution of morphia, which I gave hypodermically to all the seriously wounded cases. I told them they would come back and pick them up as soon as the firing stopped. The morphia appeared to ameliorate their misfortunes, considering Sister Morphine. I'm thinking of that Rolling Stones song. Let's go into where I'm hearing the guns and the... Alright, we've got to go this side. Right. Oh, this is the... It must detect us. So we're walking up to the Boer lines. It's dawn. Oh, we're behind the Boers now. Here come the British. The Britishers.
The 14th of October, 1899. The Boers lay siege on Kimberley. It falls upon the British General Lord Methuen to relieve the dusty diamond-digging town. A battle at Mortarov on the 28th of November brings victory to Methuen, and it has him believe he can overrun the Boers and reach Kimberley with little mishap.
Well, I think they're frightened to death of me, from all I hear. And with 13,000 men and 30 guns, the Boers must suffer.
But that is not what Boer generals De la Rey and Cronje have in mind. De la Rey, austere, powerful, unyielding.
We need more of this, folks.
Yeah, and it describes the battle so descriptively.
Yeah, no, that was really well done.
All right, then, Jerry. What I'm going to do now is make sure you have
Didn't see this. Just hold that with you. We're going to shine it, put it up there. We're going to shine a bit of light into it. Here's the Boer trenches. Okay,
Yeah.
see what's going on here.
And remember, this is the Achter. Oh, there you go. Yeah. It's a 14-kilometer long trench line they dug. And the Achterrijers, mostly the African people, would have been digging that for them. And yeah, didn't see the trenches at all.
We saw that wonderful sound and light display in the museum. Very moving, the sound of the pipes and the guns. I would have wrapped the noise up a bit for the guns. But now we're climbing the hill up to there's a rather large Celtic cross up there. So if you like Celtic crosses, I know some of you do, we're going to be seeing one which is a memorial to the Scottish Highlanders that took a real pounding here, as we heard, didn't we? All day they lay in the sun, baking African sun, the back of their legs being burnt with their kilts, you know, going crazy for water. If you moved, you were shot at. But this battle halted the advance on Kimberley for a short while. It was only temporary. Alright, we're close to the summit for the memorial, but thought I'd show you what we're looking at from here. That beautiful flat, wide expanse of veld, Modder River, where those silos are. That's where we were yesterday. And that's the road from Modder River. So they were very close to, you know, one battle after another. The Boers kept falling back. And Kimberley, I think, is over there somewhere. Alright, I'll just get this footage as we reach the summit. And we'll see. I remember we're on the Boer side now. When we get to where Tony is, we should be able to see where the Scotsmen were coming from. And he did say there are some people say they've heard Scottish pipers out here. Or I should say a lone piper. Quite a view. I might have to sit down, but it says erected by the Scots the world over, in memory of the officers and men of the Highland regiments who fell at Magersfontein, 11th of December 1899. Scotland is poorer in men but richer in heroes. There's some consolation. There's 5 regimental badges up there. I'm going to see if I can read them. One would be the Black Watch. The Gordons, I'd say, would be another.
The Argylls.
Oh, the Argylls and Sutherlands, aren't they?
But I don't know which one in order
No.
though.
If we step over here, we're going to see where the Scotsmen were coming from, aren't we, Tony?
No, you'll see that more better over when taking you to another hill short.
Oh, okay, we're going to
We're
the...
going to go to another hill. What I can say is, if you look onto your right there, though, too, there's
Yes.
a of a club gun. If you look up by that tree there, because they had the...
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, is that where they were coming from?
yeah, well, that's the Boer artillery. That's the Boer. That was
So the Scotsmen were over there?
yeah, the Scotsmen were in line. But the trench line would have continued this way.
Oh,
The whole trench
right.
line would have continued. This is
okay.
right down to the Modder River,
Well,
14 kilometre.
how many Scotsmen dead?
It was over 300.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of men died.
I'm just going to sit down for a moment, take the vista in. These rocks are very black, as I said. They might have a high iron content or something. And okay, well, as with battlefields, we found they always play out over a large vista. They don't just happen unless it's a small skirmish. They don't just happen in a, you know, small area. So the trench line of the Boers stretched out over 14 kilometres, Tony tells us. So let's get a rock, take a seat and get my breath back. Oh, here we are. What's that monument over there, Tony? This is the viewing platform at Magersfontein. On this battlefield, Boer commandos under General Wauchope, using positions planned by General de la Rey, defeated a larger British force attempting to relieve Kimberley. Troops were commanded by Lieutenant General Lord Methuen, during which the attack on the 11th of December 1899, Major General Wauchope was killed while leading the Highland Brigade. Battle was a major victory for the Boer forces.
Yeah, without a shadow. There you go. So as I say, first two, Belmont and Frascom was they were defeated. I would say Modder River was a draw.
Yeah.
But here, without a shadow of doubt, was a victory for the Boers. And now you can start to see very faintly the outline of the trenches where those.
Oh yeah. There's a white stone. Can you see those? There, they curve around.
Yeah.
They're Boer trenches.
And remember, it was a 14-kilometre.
Yeah.
Trenches.
We've got a railing to hold on to. This is, of course, we've left the best for last. This is the best battlefield we've been to on this holiday. Yeah. Oh, look what they've done for us. Yeah. But yeah, you can see the trenches, and occasionally they've left a white marker for you to see.
They obviously, over the years, they filled in. But,
and there's a few cows that are recreating the Highland Brigades.
Yeah. So Wauchope and his men, I'm getting somewhere in this area.
Somewhere between that road, maybe, and the trenches. They said they were sort of 400 yards short of the trenches. Let's go look at this.
Yeah, here's a diorama of the actual battle itself.
We're here.
Yep, that's it.
So I've been waving my arms around there.
Yeah.
So actually, the Scots were probably over there somewhere.
Yeah, all scattered all around here. Yeah. So.
And then they've sort of, like a wave up against a rock, they've sort of come around here.
But they were eventually driven back.
Dawn.
Yeah.
Dawn. And by midday they've been pushed back. That's where they lay all day in the African sun.
Yeah.
Got the Orange Free Staters and the Transvaals.
Yeah.
The Lady Brand Commandos.
Yeah.
Where's the Scandinavians?
Scandinavians were here. Here we go. Look how far forward they were.
Oh, we can see that little copy.
Well, it's not really a copy. It's more like a little pimple over there. This little pimple over here. So that's where the Scandinavians were.
That's behind the trenches.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Scandinavians, and they've come from the headquarters over there.
Yeah.
You know, by this stage, Methuen's realised things have gone horribly wrong, so he's sending out reinforcements. They've smashed the Scandinavians.
That was the only heavy casualties on the Boer side, really, was the Scandinavian.
And then you've got more commandos, and we're going down to midday now. The Grenadiers, the Lancers, the Yorkshiremen are coming midday.
Yeah. No, it was just...
So that's from there.
Yeah, the Modder River is well...
all the way across there is about 14 kilometres.
Yeah. One thing I've read somewhere though, Cherry, was that De la Rey wanted the Free Staters close to Cronje because he knew the Free Staters were a little bit panicky, you know, they upped and run.
Right, yeah.
So, and I think because he was now, Cronje was close to them, they stayed in the trenches.
There's some cannons.
Yeah.
They're gonna, once they find out where the trenches are, they're gonna start pounding the Boer trenches with artillery.
There was a balloon used here.
You'd have to be careful not to shell your own men.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of little red outposts over here.
So the road you're looking at there now going off the Modder River is not the road which was at the time. So I got a feeling that they would have used this road as well.
That's where we went and had our drink yesterday, isn't it? Somewhere there, near the Modder River station.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's where we were. Yeah. So that's where they marched from. And if you want to get that in direction, if you see over there, you can see the grain silos. That's where
they've come from. That's there.
Yeah, that's
and
where
they've come that way.
Yeah, and they marched throughout the night in the pouring rain.
In the pouring rain overnight. These guys are sort of drifted off, or maybe they're like scouts. The North Hampshires and the Northumberlands, the guides, they're sort of like scouts. Got some Scots Guards over there with another howitzer. We saw the howitzer photos in the museum.
There was a naval gun as well. Now, we were on the N12 yesterday, but I don't know exactly where the gun was placed. But, that one would have been shot.
Oh yeah, this is a freeway, the N12. It's quite a good road, guys. If you want to come out here, take the N12. A naval gun. Yeah, the distance that these guns could throw a shell.
About 10 kilometres or something.
Right. And Methuen had to accept at the end of the day that if there's to be a scapegoat, I guess it's me. Because he mucked up. Well, he wasn't on the ground to...
So this was it. This was the killing field, my friend. This large plane.
Yeah, but that.
They were pinned. You can imagine, you've got your Boers here in England, and they would have been out there. The ants would have been biting you. We felt the heat of the sun. It would have been hell. No water.
Right.
I would probably also would have turned tails eventually, and I believe that is where most of the casualties occurred. It wasn't it that first,
the volley. Yeah, they would have gone to ground.
Yeah.
And then waited all day from dawn till dusk for some relief. And then the Boers got out of their trenches and charged, and the British folded like all this. The British, we'll call them British. They folded like a wet tissue in a rainstorm. That over there's for the Black Watch. I think we'll be going there. So one time I visited my dad. I flew from London down to Harare, and at Heathrow Airport, Dad liked Scotch whisky, but he liked single malt.
Oh yeah.
So I bought this special tin. There's a swallow's nest. Got no respect at all. I didn't get to finish. I didn't get to finish there. I had a little drink. I didn't get to finish the Scottish tin story, guys. Gave Dad a tin of single malt whisky that on each side had a scene from a Scottish combat mission, and one side had the Black Watch here, another side had a Scottish regiment at the Battle of El Tel Kabir in the Sudan. This is a monument, just to let you know what it is. We'll go up here for a second. This will test my fear of heights. It's telling me don't go too close. Oh, that's okay. There's a roof in front of us. Yeah, and there's a roof in front of us. I'm not going to climb on the roof. What a scene, eh? What a panorama. They have a little tea room here at the Magersfontein. There's a Scotsman with that memorial I was seeing at. Scandinavian memorial, all the Scandinavians here. Oh, there's a t-shirt with Cours del Rey. Broad trenches. Broad trenches. Del Rey. Gee, a book for Brian if he's interested. Or Heston, you'd like that, wouldn't you, mate? She's actually got
I'll bet you're underfed. Yeah.
In you come.
Come on, Ginger.
Here comes a friend at the cafe at Magersfontein. Come on, you. A ginge.
Yeah, real Ginger.
Come on. I'm not going to come over there. Well, I might, but come
I
on.
think once the tea comes, it will
Here
cut
she
my hair.
comes. You can have some milk tart.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, old. She's an old battle-scarred
Yeah.
occupant of the battlefield. Yeah. Come on, stop whinging, complaining. There's milk tart, there's sconce, and there's homemade ginger beer.
Yeah.
What is there some of that? I'll get some of that maybe.
Yeah, that's good if you have a cold, eh?
No.
Good ginger.
Come on, Ginge.
Ginger next to ginger beer.
We're now gone on foot because these vicious thorn bushes don't want to scratch the Avis car. So we're walking the rest of the way to the monument.
Yeah, we're now on the actual battlefield.
Yeah, this would be where the Scottish were. And we're looking back towards the Boer trenches along there. And that's the heights we're at. That's that viewing platform. And there's the monument to the Highland Brigades.
And you can see, laying in this ground, it wouldn't have been very comfortable.
No.
And not much cover.
Ants.
Yeah, the ants. And you would have had the sun scorching on your back and legs. Uitvark burrow there.
Yeah, deep, aren't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely a lot of uitvark around here. Yeah. And there's some blesbok on your left. Just about 11 o'clock.
Oh yes, I see them now. White faces.
What bless is actually means the blaze, the white blaze. That's how they got the name blesbok.
Nice.
Also you could say bless is gold in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
And just as the sun was starting to rise.
So you can imagine them inching their way forward in the pre-dawn light. I mean, one good thing is not that many rocks. You're not going to be tripping over things, but you might make out the shadows of the range behind us. But you wouldn't know you were that close to the enemy. Ouch.
No clue that they were entrenched.
It's aardvarks apparently that inhabit this area, and they come out at night to eat termites. Tony said 300 casualties. I think there were more. But we'll check on that. When I do the video, we'll check on the details of this battle. I'm looking to see, I'm seeing a lot of names. There we go. Oh, this is the original monument. It's suffering a bit, you can see. Ranking the name ranking the name. It's suffering from the elements. Cows are under here often, you can see. To the memory of the falling officers, NCO officers and men, 2nd Battalion, the Black Watch, who were killed and died of wounds received here. December the 11th, 1899. The officers, well, leading the list, Major General Wauchope. He was Scottish nobility. Lieutenant Colonel Good, Captain Honourable Cumming Bruce, Captain Adjutant McFarlane, Captain E.G. Elton, Lieutenant Berthan Edmonds Ramsey. Look at that, I've never seen that before. That could be St. Andrew, and he's got the thistles.
Oh, yeah.
He might be about to be crucified to that cross or something.
Well, yeah.
He's got tiny little feet under his cassock. Oh.
Yeah, quite right, the Scottish thistle, though.
Here's the names of the men. I would have liked to have seen the spot where Wauchope fell to get an idea.
But I would imagine it would be around here.
Here's the names, and these have been preserved so they don't fade quite so quickly. There's the drummer Milne. I think he might be the boy that was mentioned in the Boer Monument. Anyway, Seaforth Highlanders, Royal Highlanders, the Black Watch. African scrub. You think we could wander over and find a trench? Or do you want to get back to town?
I think, though, the trenches are on the other side of the road.
Yeah, okay. No, don't worry about it. Good point.
I don't know if they allow us to walk there.
No.
But yeah, we can, yeah. Well, let's take, there's our car there. Let's go up this way a little bit. And then we just walk back to the car,
Yeah.
so slip onto the road.
Okay, yeah, good.
Because this is the killing field. This is where
Killing fields, folks. Yeah.
Back on the field.
Might find a bullet. And my days of this sort of adventure are coming to an end. This is the second to last day where I'm going to see a battlefield. Tomorrow I've got one more. The defeat of the Boers at Paardeberg. Oh, I see some white rocks. They look like bones, rocks.
Yeah, the rocks. No, it's not trench.
Oh, it's just the type of rock, isn't it? Marble or something. Where's the car?
There's another part of, I wondered that maybe this is symbolized where men had fallen in the rock. And
But yeah, this is a maybe. Perhaps this is a spot where Wauchope drew his last breath. So we're just approaching this as we're leaving the Black Watch Memorial. This is ground zero for the killing fields where the Scotsmen were laying, dying and dead. And we come across this little white thing. We're wondering if it is the spot where Major General Wauchope died, spot where he was killed. There's no signage or anything to signify that. It could be like for a rubbish bin, but there's no picnic tables or anything around here, so it's strange that it sits alone there. And yeah, this is a maybe. Perhaps this is a spot where